Hi, so I have a lot to talk about and there's not much light.
Mano le tre.
This video is about the last year and the current year, not the next year, the current year that just started. So last year I chose the theme of simplicity. What is a theme? That's best explained by CGP Gray in his video. I will link that in the description, so check that out and then come back here. The theme of simplicity was to me about being happy with what I had and not trying to always strive for more. I don't know if I was very successful in that. Something that definitely improved on myself last year was self-confidence. I think last year I found a self-confidence that I did not found before. that was cool. I don't think that during the last year I built that self-confidence, but rather that self-confidence was building in the last 4 to 5 years. But I could find it in the last year. I could just, I don't know, be more happy with who I was. And I was not trying to constantly be a different person, but rather, I don't know, just be me. Okay, that about last year. So, about the current year. So, it's a year with a lot of change in my life. I changed countries. I'm now living in Colombia and not in Germany anymore. I am living with my parents now and not alone. And additionally, I'm not a student anymore. I am starting a company. I will talk more about that in a future video. But that means that my role in my company has to be defined by myself and not, I don't know, by a boss that tells me, hey, you have to do this and that. Taking that into account, this year will be a year of a lot of change and I have to be able to cope with that. Or rather, I chose a theme that would help me cope with that change. In order to change with my new occupation, that I'm not a student, but rather I'm starting a company right now, I need a lot of structure. So I need a clear routine, I need some predictability in my days. But at the same time, I'm changing country, I'm meeting new people, I'm doing something completely new, and that is all kind of an adventure. So my theme had to mix this need of structure with the adventure to come, which both things kind of go against each other, right? Structure is like and adventure is like So yeah, and additionally, I had to put in my theme something about compassion to myself. During the year, there will be much change, and as such, many things will not go as expected. I can constantly blame myself for that, or I can decide to also say, hey, a lot of things are changing in my life. It's okay to fail. And yeah, the theme that I could find that would comprise those three things was the theme of transition. That's how I called it. But I mean, the name is not what matters. What matters is what it means, and it means a mixture of structure, a mixture of adventure, and a mixture of compassion to myself. And for that also the self confidence that I was talking about at the beginning, that I think I found last year, being happy with whom I was, is I think very helpful to deal with change. I don't know. It helps to be confident that this is what I want. Okay, anyway, now I've talked for way too long, and I don't want to bore you any longer. But thank you for watching, and yeah, I mean, this channel is pretty much a year old, and thank you for being here during last year, and I hope you stay for the next year as well. Cheers.